Welcome back to your daily dose of anime news and reviews. I'm your host, Vailskibum94, and today we're talking about the highly anticipated third and final season to the SpongeBob SquarePants anime, created by Narmak based on the critically acclaimed manga series of the same name. For those unaware, the manga was officially finished a few months ago, but it's taken some time to actually get everything animated for the final arc. Before we dive deep into the third opening to break it down, let's briefly go over the previous two so new viewers know what's going on. Okay, so the first season was mainly for introducing all the characters in the world of Bikini Bottom, but it also gave us the Krusty Krab invasion arc. After Plankton kept failing at stealing the Krabby Patty secret formula, he started using minions like Squidward to invade the Krusty Krab. I definitely think this was a good starting point for the anime, though the romance stuff between SpongeBob and Squidward felt a little awkward. They changed a lot from the manga to make it less inappropriate, so I guess that's a plus, but I don't know, not many people liked it. Easily the most shocking moment from the Krusty Krab invasion arc was Patrick's death. He may not have been developed too much as a character, but he was being built up for so much more, and it was insane that the mangaka decided to kill him off this early, but hey, Japanese stories really do be like that sometimes. One of my absolute favorite parts about the SpongeBob SquarePants anime season 2 is that the scale completely blew away everyone's expectations. While things were understandably kept small in season 1 to introduce people to the series, the battle massively grew here. The Patrick revenge arc is probably one of the most emotional anime arcs I've ever seen, and it makes sense too because of the incredibly powerful bond between him and SpongeBob. Season 2 of the anime gave us a ton of new characters joining the battles, such as the Flying Dutchman and everyone's favorite pickle, Kevin. While most of it was centered around getting revenge for Patrick, it also introduced the arc that would knock the socks off of anyone who watches, which would eventually be brought back in season 3. And now, we finally get to the newly released third opening for the final season, and let me tell you, it is hype! I haven't been keeping up with the manga just so I could go in here blind, so let's break it down and see what we can expect from the anime when it releases. Bikini Bottom is an absolute ruin. Plankton and Squidward, along with all the other villains, have teamed up to destroy everything, but fear not, we still have a group of heroes ready to win the battle. Oh my god, yes! We're getting the Doodlebob destruction arc. Okay, I'll talk about that in a bit. Patrick is seen alive and happy in this opening, but if you've been following the anime or reading the manga carefully, then you know this isn't really him. SpongeBob felt devastated at the loss of his best friend that he decided to make this robot copy, but sadly, the real Patrick seems to be gone for good. This shadowy robe figure is a bit odd. I'm not sure who it could be, but I'm assuming it's one of Plankton's evil minions. If you're a manga-only reader, please don't spoil it, because I want to find out about this when it actually appears in the anime. You may haven't been a fan of the SpongeBob and Squidward romance arc back in season 1, but I think just about everyone's happy with SpongeBob and Sandy. We should be able to get their relationship even further developed before the final war. Bubble Blast vs SpongeBob, a classic minion fight. I've seen a few spoiler panels from the manga and it looks hype. It took up more than a few chapters too, so you can expect this to last a while. Towards the last third of the opening, we get some more information surrounding the final war arc between the good guys and the bad guys. The Doodlebob destruction arc, I heard from a friend, takes place right before the end, so that's gonna be really awesome. Toei better animate these battles properly in the actual episodes, cause they seem like they could be godlike. The final shot of both sides pretty much gives us what to expect for the war arc. We got the Flying Dutchman, Dennis, Kevin, Squidward, and Master Plankton on the villain side. SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, Larry, and Mermaid Man are the main heroes, but if you've been following the series, then you know all the other allies that they could call for help. What interests me the most is this hooded figure, who I previously thought was merely a minion for the villains, but they're standing at the very middle. They aren't seen as good or bad, but what does that say about their identity? Maybe it's Mindy, who briefly appears here and isn't talked about much throughout the series. She wasn't mentioned at all in the manga chapters I've read before, so hopefully this is actually canon. As you probably know, the SpongeBob anime is commonly praised for some of the most exciting battles, but season 1 and 2's filler arcs kinda slowed things down. Hopefully everything in season 3 is straight from the manga. Overall, the biggest thing I know is that y'all need to strap on your seatbelts. I may not have been reading the manga recently, but people keep telling me it's one of the most incredible things they've ever seen. Let's just hope Toei does the manga justice. Dedicated to Steven Hillenberg. Okay, no jokes here. This is just bittersweet. Thanks for creating something special, Narmak. I'm sure Steve would have loved this. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.